Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello, welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg, and today's special guest is Cynthia Starr. And before I bring on Cynthia Starr, I wanted to let you know that I do psychic fairs and expos in Southern California, and I do classes. I teach psychic development, animal communication, tarot, aura, and chakra readings. If you're interested in finding out about where I'm going to be doing events or to find out about where my upcoming classes are, then please go to www.psychichorizon.com, and also you can join my newsletter. And so please take a look at my calendar, because I have a lot of good classes and events that I attend. So I'm now ready to bring on Cynthia Starr. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Cynthia. Hi, thank you for being a guest on the show. We finally got you on as a guest.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so good to hear from you, and we haven't seen each other, I think, in the last couple of years. So
yes,
thank you again
and if you're looking to do the New Earth Expo again, or do any other events, psychic events or fairs or expos, just go to my website. I have them all listed there.
Thank you so much again. Yes, for having me here.
You're welcome.
Again,
and can you tell the callers about yourself?
So my name is Cynthia Starr, and I'm a soul heart catalyst reader. I actually listen to people's soul's heart speak to me in the moment that they're asking their questions. I'm here to bring clarity, hope, and connecting with themselves with what's going on with their lives. I do all aspects of life with what's happening for them and help them get clear about what's going on. I also do quite a bit of mediumship as well. In the last couple of years, I found out that I can do that with people who have passed. So,
Oh, that is awesome. And Cynthia, what is Heart Speak, and how was Heart Speak created?
This was back in 1998. I was looking at becoming a speaker. I knew that this is one of the things I wanted to do, and I also knew that heart for me is the basis of everything in life, including a relationship with myself. And in 1998, I attended a human resource lecture, I believe it was, up in Northern California. And as I was watching this woman talk, I got, when I was driving home, that the word heart needed to be as part of my work, and the word speak came in. And I knew right then that Heart Speak was birthed. So, again, I listened to people's heart speak to me, what's being presented here now in this moment. And just so you know, I have done all of this really prior to 98, since I was a child, and I've been able to talk with spirits even as a toddler. I didn't know I was doing that then, but they were coming to me, and by the time I got to 2 or 3, 4 years old, I had shut things down because of the dynamics, dysfunctions that were going on in my family. And looking back now, I didn't realize that, Shelley, I graduated college when I was 23, and I knew then that I had to get some assistance or help. And I had my first, teacher who was a shaman, who was a little older than me, was really a shaman, and I wanted to get healing. So for the next 20, almost 30 years, I went outside to get every kind of healing I could get within myself, with my family, within myself. And by the time after that period of time, it came to me one day that everything is inside. So what I help people do is help them to remember not only who they are, and we help them reconnect with their souls if they're not just a little lost, but they just feel stuck in any area of their life, whether it be family, financial, looking at their life goals, and things like that. I help them to see or what I get with where they're going on their life purpose and on their soul's path, with listening again to their heart speaking to me. So
awesome.
I've been,
Go ahead.
So I've been doing this now for a long time. As I said, I started in '98, and it really hasn't been until actually when I met you a couple of years ago. I started in really 2012, going out and doing my thing because I do this for people all the time, and I said it's time to get up here and really help those that are needing the support and the remembrance of, again, listening to their own heart speak, listening to their souls speak about what they can do to move forward. And again, helping them get unstuck with that. And what I'm realizing and what I've seen in my work is that what most people are wanting is to be seen, heard, understood, acknowledged, recognized for who they are and what they're about. I come in not having any judgments, or at least I try not to have any judgments about where they're at. Just I meet them where they are, and it's always here now, in this moment. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, let's take our first caller, Cynthia.
Okay.
Area code 516. Okay. Hello, 516.
Hi, Cynthia and Shelley.
Hi. And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Anita.
Anita? Hello, Anita. And thank you for your very first caller. This is a new platform for us. That makes you very special because you're the very first caller. And Anita, how can we help you today?
Well, I'm going through transitions in every area of my life. So I was wondering if you could give me any insight on my career. I'm a psychologist. I just opened a private practice. And I'm an artist. I wanted to start selling. And also think about my love life.
Okay, so are you ready? Because I'm already tuned in. I don't waste a lot of time. I can tell you right now, yes, you have been going through these transitions, not just now in the last month. I feel like the last, even beyond 2 years, few years, for you to get to this point. And yes, please use music. I'm seeing music, art with you. Just step forward and express to people who you are now. Do you understand? I'm seeing you between now and the end of this year actually re-clarifying, redefining, refining who you are, and coming from now until summer. By next summer of 2020, you'll even be more clear about what you're doing. And this is about you stepping in, stepping up into who you are now. Do you understand this? And becoming more visible with people about this. You're a success already, and you're going to be even more. Please know this, surrender to all that comes to you, because you're not going to be where you are now. It's going to be even more so. With your work, with your life's work. Also, one more thing I want to add. Are you looking to traveling at all?
I traveled a lot this year.
Okay. So I'm already, yes, you're going to be doing even more. The traveling was for you to get in touch with yourself. Even though you've enjoyed things and so forth, really get in touch with yourself, because you're turning around to share this with people who need the assistance and the help. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anita, what I'm seeing for you, I'm picking up a lot of intuitive, and I'm picking up a lot of creative energy around you. Although you're a psychiatrist, I feel you are more of a spiritual counselor than a psychiatrist, even though that's what your profession is psychology. I see you as more of a spiritual counselor because I feel that you're very intuitive and very much connected to your spirit guides and your family members that have passed on. They are helping you and they are assisting you with your work, your counseling work, and they also are assisting you as an artist. And so I feel that it's more spiritual counseling, that you give a lot of spiritual guidance. I feel that when people come to you, they're not going to be coming to you for many, many years, which happens with psychology. It feels like you're going to be able to help them to heal, that you are a healer, and that you're going to be able to help them to heal, that you're going to be able to help them to get better and to make and to transform, for transformation to take place. So I feel that you kind of are unique and that you have your own way of working with people that's not traditional. I feel more spiritual counseling. And I feel that you're going to be writing a book in 2020, that you're going to that the book is going to be channeled through you through the angel Makhoul. And through your family members that have passed on, it's going to be channeled. You are going to be writing a book, and it deals more with using psychology as a tool for spiritual guidance. About how you help people, about how you work with people. You will be giving a lot of exercises and meditations in the book that people can do. Pertaining to whatever issue in their life that needs healing, that there is going to be a book. You will do well with your private practice. It is going to be slow, maybe for the first 3 to 5 months. So you will get clients, but it's just going to be slow. It's going to take time for the practice to build up. And I not only see you offering individual counseling, but I also see you doing group counseling with people. And I also see you offering workshops, because I feel that you're about spiritual guidance. I feel that you're about spiritual growth. I feel that you're about self-improvement. So the workshops will be kind of, workshops that deal with self-improvement, tools that you will be giving people to help them so that they can, make improvements and make changes in their life. You are a healer. You heal people. You have healing hands. You have been a healer in past lives. You have done healing in past lives. I also feel shamanism around you. Do you have any interest in shamanism or have had an exposure to shamanism?
Not much, but recently I was at an expo in New York. Have you heard of Kimberly Meredith? She's an intuitive, a medical medium who does healing mostly with cancer and tumors and things like that. I had a session with her, and she basically said she set up a DNA activation for me, that, my gifts will be brought forth over the next few months. So I don't know if that's really accelerating some of this work.
I think that is. I think whatever she did is accelerating you, because I picked you up as more of a spiritual counselor. I picked up your intuitive gifts coming in. I picked up that you're also going to write a book. And then I picked shamanism. I feel that you should research shamanism, or maybe look for a meetup group that specializes in shamanism. Meetup is free. It doesn't cost you anything, and usually when they have meetups, they're very inexpensive. And I just feel that you have been a shaman in a past life, that you have been a medicine woman in a past life. And that this is something that a gift that you are bringing from a past life that needs to be accessed. I would recommend I know that you probably know how to do past life regression, so either do a past life regression on yourself or go to a past life someone that does past life aggression, and you could go onto Yelp, and because Yelp is good because they give reviews, and because I feel it would be beneficial for you to have a past life aggression, because I feel you need to get in contact with your shaman, the shaman side of your nature, that you have been a shaman in a past life, and when you go for your past life aggression, tell them specifically that that's the life you want to connect to.
Yes. Do you have insight onto, I have tinnitus with some hearing loss. It came on suddenly 15 months ago. And
you have what?
Tinnitus with hearing loss.
Yes.
In my ear. And I can't, no matter who I work with, it's not changing, and it's really affecting my ability to work and just, be out in public. It's very disruptive.
Well, I do healings, and I'm very inexpensive. I do chakra readings and healings, so I would be able to do a chakra reading to find out what the cause of it is, and to do a healing, to help correct it. So if you're interested, my number is 818-744-5241. Okay. And my website is www.psychichorizon.com. And since I having a special, I normally do it for 60 for a half hour. I would do it for 30 for a half hour for you if you're interested. I would give you a reading to find out the cause of this, because I'm not picking up like there's anything physically wrong with your ear. I feel if you went to a doctor, he wouldn't find anything wrong. I don't think this is physical. I think that this is something that is not a physical problem, but more of a spiritual problem, because I think that there may be some blockage in your root chakra, because the root chakra has to do with all the five senses. And how we use our five senses to interact with people. So there may be some blockage, but I'm feeling it's more like that it's not a physical problem that you're having. There is a blockage in the root chakra, but I don't feel that you're having any kind of physical difficulties that is causing this.
Okay, I'll do that.
I just think it's some kind of blockage that could be unblocked.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
And Cynthia and Anita, I just wanted to tell you with the art that you're going to be doing a show in Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado, but that's going to be after the holidays. So you are going to get some art shows, but they may not be a lot of art shows locally. I'm kind of seeing you traveling to do art shows. And where do you live now?
In New York.
All right. Well, they have a lot of places in New York, too. Yeah. But I'm feeling Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico, you would get good exposure.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's something that's probably going to come up. I don't have any...
Yeah, there's going to be some art shows, but that's not until next year, and I feel you're going to find some connections in that area. I also feel that you should be doing your service, offering your service for Skype, so that you could have, a larger clientele and not just be limited to people in your area, but have a larger clientele. Okay. And Cynthia, how can Anita get in contact with you?
Oh, just go to my website, www.Cynthia Starr Heartspeak.com.
Starheartspeak.com. Okay.
And it was very nice talking to you. And you have my contact information if you wish to contact me. And go to my website www.psychichorizon.com if you wish to find out more information about me.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, dear. I'm now going to continue my interview with Cynthia Starr, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code, let me get my glasses on, 714. And how is your work unique, Cynthia?
I actually, whether I'm on the phone or in person, Skype, online, I can just get the person's name. Even before the name, I just somehow tune in the energy. I don't really tune in. It just comes to me with their claircognizance and clairsentience and the knowing and the feeling on some other level. I know that I also was told that I work with the Akashic Records, even though I haven't not really taken any classes on that, because I can feel and see where they're going and what they're doing, what they're presenting in the moment. And again, just listening to their heart speak to me in the moment. I get to the core of things of what's going on with people, with however much they're opening up to that. I like to create spaces of trust, feeling safe, so that they can share whatever's there for them or with them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. And so this is what you do in a session. You work with the Akashic Records. You tune into their vibration, their name.
Yes, and their soul spirit. Already, even before they start talking about whatever the topic is, they may say, this is what I have going on in a particular area with their life that they're wanting clarification on, and I get right into it. So,
And what is your mission with Heart Space?
Oh, Heart Speak?
No, I'm not Heart Space. I'm sorry. Heart Speak. Sorry about that.
Is to be able to hit one person, one group at a time or more, to be able to receive what I get from the person or the group of people and give back what I'm receiving to them. I'm also an open channel, a conscious channel for what comes through me to give to, again, person and group information, what they need to know. I want to be able to open, if it's open, and expand, crack open the hearts if I'm feeling so guided.
And what other services do you have available for people that want a session with you other than the ones that you just told us about?
I also do, I would say catalyst. I wouldn't say life coaching, but I do catalyst coaching with people. Normally I've found those who are in transition and changes that need support and assistance with helping people come on board with getting clear, again, with what they need, where they're wanting to go. And really, you asked about the mission. It's about getting them clear with remembering who they already are. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to prove anything. It's just about being all that they are right here, right now.
And where can people find you?
Again, on my website, has all of my information, www.cynthiastarheartspeak.com. I also have my office number, which is the area code 949-500-4263. So, and also email Cynthia_Starr, STARR_heartspeak, HEARTSPEAK @yahoo.com.
And do you also teach classes and workshops? And
yes, I do.
And do you do any events that are having any events coming up? Or
yes, and thank you for asking. Yes, I do. I actually have events. I do have a couple of meetup groups, Golden Telephone Line, as well as a Walk with Cynthia, and this is where I usually talk about the theme anywhere relating to self-care and usually self-empowerment. And what I do is people will come, whoever shows up, and I deal with the topic, usually dealing with the heart, speak, or love, and then I also will do mini-reads in the group, looking at the energy of the space of where people are at as a theme. And I just be in that space and go with the flow and do my classes in there. But I am primarily here. Yeah, I'm primarily here in Southern California, as well as doing webinars and, again, classes here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. And so you have an office where people could come to if they're in California and want a private session with you?
Yes. I have it in Santa Ana, California, and at the moment, Dana Point, California as well. Mm-hmm.
And are you offering any special for your service?
Actually, as a standing, yes. And because it's coming into, I think it is the month of the holidays, normally my rates are, package deal, just depends. But yes, I'm giving 20 to 30% off of what I am offering on the website between now and into January, maybe January 1st for New Year's resolutions, for Christmas holiday season, for people who are wanting the extra pick-me-up or upliftment to feeling really great, again, remembering who they are, and especially dealing with families.
And what was some of the earlier, you had mentioned that you were had a medium experiences as a child and psychic experience as a child, that this is something that you were kind of born with. What were some of the early experiences that you had that made you know that you were different and that you had a gift?
A couple of age ranges. One was when I was actually in the crib. I know, I remembered it later, but in the crib where I would actually just be lying down or sort of sitting up, and the beings would actually come to me, and we would have this talk or just this telepathic knowing of what they were coming in with, and it was with love. And again, I shut it down, not knowing that I did that then. A few years later, by the time I was 3, 4, 5, I had shut it down because of the family dynamics I was in. And then the next one was back around the mid-'90s, before the 98 experience hit. I was really down and out, and I had a picture, and I'm not quite all very religious, but I have been baptized a Catholic and so forth with all that little bit of church, but I had a picture of Jesus, and I was very emotional. I was really going through a lot at that time. And I had the experience of Mother Mary in the space with me. I didn't realize till later that I was smelling roses, and I had no flowers in the house I was living in at all. And I found out later, someone told me that was Mother Mary, and I said, wow. So, and other experiences, such as a person I was with in a relationship. He had passed away from brain cancer, and driving back from San Antonio, Texas to San Diego, California in 2014, he was with me. So I knew that he was talking with me, and he wanted to make sure I was safe. And it took me 5 weeks to come back because I was doing my own solo journeying, let's say. And so I was solo traveling and adventuring with myself during that time for clearing, healing, and coming back to stasis and balance with myself, with everything that happened then. So
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good. And
yeah. And one more thing is just the being in places and traveling to certain places and walking through, whether it's a building, whether it's outside. I have been able to pick up other events or things that have happened past history that I have felt needed either clearing, healing, or love to shift and transform, transmute the energy in spaces. So,
that's good. And are you planning on writing a book?
Yes. You're really good, Shelley.
Oh, thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Yes, I am actually been in the process. My book right now has been channeled. I had begun it years ago, but I would say probably when this was 2015. I was in Sedona, Arizona. It was one of my trips, and I started there. And I know that either in the next year or two, maybe sooner, I'm being guided to continue to finish. And I'm not sure the title yet, but it has to do with heart speak. But it is through the writing, I'm getting that it's to help shift, transmute, transform whoever reads it, because it's through the words and the energy that comes through that my desire or my mission is to be able to touch people's hearts and their own heart speaking to what is their next step in living their life to the highest possible form.
Yes. That sounds great.
But thank you for asking. Yeah, you're very. You're so great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Well, I hope to see you at some of Dean Price's, expos. I know you don't really know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at sometime next year, planning to set all those up and speaking with him again to doing that here, maybe going up north. So we'll see. But yes, I have it on my list. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I just want to let the listeners know that Cynthia and myself are available to do a psychic reading for you. If you would like to ask a question, I know we have a lot of listeners. So if you would like to ask a question, go ahead and unmute yourself so that you could get on the air and ask a question, because we're here to read you. And this is a new platform for us at the freeconferencecall.com. Is how you connect to our show. And the show is Podcast ADDICT Addict. And that's the name of the station, the internet station that we are available on. And I am planning to teach for freeconferencecall.com. I teach tarot, I teach psychic development, I teach channeling, I teach how to read the aura, I teach chakra readings and healings, and I teach psychic pet communication. If any of you have an interest in taking an online class, please, you could either sign up for my newsletter by going to my website, www.psychichorizon.com, or go to my send me an email at Shelley, Shelley, Hofberg, H like in Harry, O like in Oscar, F like in Frank, B as in boy, E as in Edward, R as in Robert, G as in George, at Shelley Hofberg at gmail.com. Give me your name and your contact information, especially your name and your email, and let me know what it is that you would be interested in learning. And I will put you on the list. So I am planning next year to do it online. I will be doing it for free conference call, is where I would be doing it, or through Facebook Live, and I have I have a page, Psychic Shelley Hofberg, which is the Psychic Horizon Facebook page group, and I have the Psychic Horizon group if you want to join, and Psychic Shelley Hofberg if you like to send me a friend request on Facebook. You could also join, if you're in Southern California, you could join my meetup groups, Intuitive Tarot Circle, Psychic Circle, Intuitive Tarot Circle, the Psychic Development Circle, and the Spirit Channeling Circle are my free meetup groups if you're in Southern California and want to know what I'm doing. And Cynthia, do you have a Facebook page or any other social media pages or a group?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Facebook. It's Cynthia Makhoul, Makhoul, Starr. And within that, I have the Heart Speak connecting side on my business within that. So, And like yourself, I'm looking to do Facebook Lives coming into January. And this next year, I'm setting those up for Facebook Live classes, sharings, teachings about what self-empowerment is, what Heart Speak is, and living life. So, yeah.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to thank you for being a guest on my show. I'm sorry we didn't have more callers, but it is not a new show. I've been doing the Psychic Horizon show for over 15 years, but this is a new platform to do the show. You know, so I will have you as a guest again, and do say hello to Makhoul for me. And
yes,
thank you for
I will
being
do
on
that. Thank you.
And thank you for being on the show, Cynthia.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.
And I wanted to thank the people who are listening into the show. I will have not only a guest topic, but I will have my own topic to speak about next time, so that the show, you know, we could do because the show's supposed to be an hour, but I wasn't prepared, and I didn't know what to talk about. And so I want to thank Tiffany White-Sage Woman of Goldilocks Production for producing the show. I want to thank for the callers who participated in the show, and I want to thank for the callers who listened in. So have a blessed day, everyone.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.